Alright, hey everybody, here we are in the finals. We are 3-0. We finally didn't win a die roll, so we're going to be drawing first, I imagine. I took a quick look at this guy's times for his previous matches that he's won, and it looks like he averages about 13 to 14 minutes when he wins. That's kind of suggesting to me that he might be Abzan, but I guess we'll find out when we start playing. It also looks like he might not have been here. His match was not the last match to finish, so might be a bit of a wait for him to come back. So I will pause the recording and jump back in when he's here. Alright, our opponent's back. I was watching the time tick down. He lost almost 5 minutes there. I was almost wondering if he wasn't going to show up. So here's our hand, and I'm going to keep it. We have a race, and I mean, that is our just flat out bomb. There's an obvious reason I included it in my main deck, but more importantly, we have two Einok Bondkins that we can play. I would like a red source for that Arc Lightning. That's kind of a pain, but I'm pretty okay with a turn 2 Bondkin, turn 3 Bondkin. So he is playing first. He is looking like Mardu. Interesting that his matches were so long. Maybe he was up against all of the Abzan players. Play my basic land and pass the turn. Down comes another tap land, sure. Bondkins are soldiers, right? Yes, Bondkins are soldiers, not warriors. So actually, maybe I want Chief of the Edge here. It's 1 extra damage. Although, him being Mardu, I expect to see creatures starting next turn. Possibly a Valley Dasher. Maybe a Chief of his own. We'll see. I'm hoping for a land this turn. Get Arc Lightning online. He's just going to play another tap land. Sure. We don't hit a land, so we're in trouble. This is why I tend to advocate not keeping 2 landers. We're going to get in for 3. At least we still have plays, so it's not the worst 2-lander I've ever seen. But that means we're a turn off of getting our Horde Mate out. We are really lost as far as that Hordling Outburst goes. We're not going to get it online. He's just passing the turn again. Is he like super gigantic Mardu or something? I'll get in for 5 here. Get a green source, unfortunately, which is not really going to help me out. He must have something here, right? Some sort of burn or something. Mardu Charm, 4 damage target creature. Sure, he's going to blow up my chief, I imagine. Oh, sorry. I thought the grayed out one was what he was choosing, but no, he's choosing to... With first strike. That's a pain. Down goes my Bondkin. Or maybe they're just going to kill the chief. I bet they're just going to kill the chief. Yeah, that's a better play. So he's going to take 2, and he's got some first strikers up that I can't do much about as long as my Bondkin is a 2-1 without first strike. So that's going to die. I'm thinking maybe this guy's actually double queuing. Based on the 5-6 minute wait at the beginning, based on the wait here at an obvious play. Perhaps that's why all of his matches were taking so long. As I've stated in the past, I'm very, very, very against double queuing. I find it very rude to the person that you're playing against to have them sit there and just wait and wait and wait for non-decisions to be decided on. So we'll play another Einok Bondkin. Oh wait, those guys don't have first strike anymore. Was it? Oh, they only get first strike until end of turn. I see, I see, I see. I'll take 2 here, sure. Go to 19. Mardu Skull Hunter. I have to discard a card? Yes. Guess what I'm going to discard? I'm going to discard Erase. But then I have to admit to him that I'm playing Erase in my main deck. It's still the card I'm going to get rid of. I'm not going to get rid of anything else. Yep, goodbye Erase. Erase did something. It saved us from discarding something that wasn't Erase. A red source would be huge right here. Not a red source, unfortunately. We're going to attack in with both of these guys. And then we'll play Horde Chief. Get some more bodies on the field. Man, Arc Lightning could kill his Skull Hunter, his Warrior, and his Warrior. So Morph. Is that a Ponyback Brigade that I'm looking at? Or something worse? Could be a Ruthless Ripper. Flooded Strand is not going to do it. I don't want yet another white source. I mean, I can get Timely Horde Mate out at least. I think I'll attack in with everything. And then I can get Timely Horde Mate to bring back Chief of the Edge. But he's got something here. Oh, it's probably a Ponyback Brigade, and he's going to block a bunch of my guys with his goblins. Which I'm actually... I can tell of Boulders is coming in from the sideboard. For sure. So yeah, down comes some goblins. Those goblins are going to kill my warrior, my bondkin. He might just let the Horde Chief through. He's going to double block there and double block there. I am so okay with this. Is this just a... I thought maybe that was just a gigantic misplay on his part. I have no idea why he was double blocking there. Yeah, I'll go for this. He'll be left with a Ponyback Brigade, a Goblin, and a Goblin. I'll play my Timely Horde Mate and get out my Chief of the Edge. Sure. Kind of wish he left that double block up. But no such luck there. So yeah, we're going to go Flooded Strand, tap that, and get a Plains. We're going to play Timely Horde Mate. To bring out Chief of the Edge. And say go. So next turn I can, if I hit a land, Take Up Arms is available. I think it's better to use that as a combat trick though. He's going to drop a morph creature, sure thing. In comes the Ponyback Brigade. I'm okay taking 2 here. So I hit a land. It's not a red source, so Arc Lightning isn't online, unfortunately. I'm going to attack in with my 4/2 and see what happens. He might take it. He might double block with his token. Sure. I'm fine with that. Blow them up, clear the field a little bit. So I can cast Take Up Arms, which is going to give me 3 2/1 warriors, which will let me do some decent blocks. Is this going to be another Ponyback Brigade? Oh, he revealed Grim Haruspects. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, draw a card. Okay. No big deal. It's a decent card draw, but no big deal. So he's going to attack in with both of those, I would bet. No, just the Ponyback. Alright, well, we're going to Take Up Arms against that Ponyback Brigade. And we are going to block and kill it. And he's going to do something. What's he going to do? Burn away, killing my chief. That's a pain. Oh, it's going to exile my graveyard too. Does it? Yeah, it does. So that unfortunately turns off Dead Drop if we happen to top deck it in the next few draws. Alright, another Chief of the Edge. In with my 2/2/1 warriors. See if he wants to lose his Haru specs here. He does not. Really wanting to get that Arc Lightning online. At this point, he doesn't even know I'm Mardu, I suppose. I've played no red sources and no red spells. I guess that's some sort of advantage. He's coming in for 3. Sure, I'll take 3. I have no problem with that. So I want a red source or anything that's not a red card. Down comes a High Spire Mantis. The log, for some reason, is showing me the spells that are being played long before the Spire Mantis. 2/2, or is it a 3/3 Flying Trample? It's a 3/3 Flying Trample. That's a pain. Blocks my warriors. And then Leaping Master. Sure. What do we get? A mountain. All right. Can we do anything with that? Is there anything we want to do with that? We can kill the Haru specs and the Leaping Master, and then he's still going to be getting in for 3 every turn. I think maybe that's the play, though. Just race it out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go 2/1. I could swing in for 7. And he gets to draw a couple cards here, too. I think I just don't attack here. Yeah, let's just not attack. Unfortunately, that does mean we need to top deck Utter End. Maybe killing the Mantis was right. I mean, he still could have paid to turn the Flying Master on, and it would have been a slower clock in the air. Might have been the right play. Would have cost him mana. Oh well, we'll see. But anyways, I need to top deck Utter End. Dead Drop is black 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not online. Mark Nightblade. 2/3 Outlast, and creatures with counters have Death Touch. I can Hordling Outburst, I suppose. It's not going to do me much. It's going to let him know that I have nothing. But I guess that's something. So down those go. We're in trouble, unfortunately. I'm a land or a card away from Dead Drop being online. Arrow Storm's online. Siege Rhino wouldn't terribly save me. So yeah, here we are in the late game, and we're still looking at 2/2s and 3/3s on his side. So I think Barrage of Boulders is a good include to get rid of all of those 1/1 counters that we saw early on. He's going to swing in for 3 in the air, I think. Yeah, just that. That's fine by me. Trumpet Blast would actually be decentish right now with all these creatures. It's going to drop a Morph creature. And I'm going to get a Ponyback Brigade. That's interesting. I guess we just cast it? Not much else we can do. He's going to get in for 3 in the air next turn. I can block everything on the ground, but it's also making it very clear to him that if he has a Barrage of Boulders, it needs to come in. 3 in the air. That is all. I'm going to go down to 4. I guess getting an Arrow Storm would be okay. Blowing that Mantis, or what is it? High Spire Mantis out of the air. Unless I just get Arrow Storm to my face. His deck seems pretty familiar. What was I getting? I was getting a Cave. That wasn't going to do anything. Alright, so Barrage of Boulders in. Erase out. This matchup, actually, Abzan Charm does not go in. So Erase out. Hordling Outburst out. Barrage of boulders in. Lots of little guys. Maybe we put in a war behemoth? Just something big that can't be burned out of the way with most things. Or maybe we put in an Abzan guide. The lifelink would be huge. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to take out a Timely Hordemate, and I'm going to try out the Abzan guide. I'm not sure if it's the right play, but it'll do. At the very least, I can morph it, even if I don't have the green mana, and have a 2/2. I would love to play first. Thanks for asking. I don't want to see it in my opening hand, but I guess we have Chief plus debility. This is actually pretty decent, actually. I'll keep. I don't see any of my red stuff that did me nothing. I've got a turn 2 play. I've got a couple of turn 2 plays. Hitting a land gives me a turn 3 play that will actually have raid on it, presumably, and goes really well because they'll be warriors. This could be pretty good. If I don't hit the land, this could be pretty bad. Utter End will also be online with just 2 lands. Come on, land. Oh, we hit a land. Unfortunately, it's a tap land. But I want to be fast here, so we're going to go Chief of the Edge. If we don't draw a non-tap land, unfortunately, next turn is probably just going to be Debilitating Injury or something if he does have a 2-drop. Does he have a 2-drop? He has a 2-drop, and we're going to injure that for sure. Yeah, and we didn't draw a land anyways. So we're going to injure that. Did you ever get a Mardu Warshrieker? If I hit a land, this could be pretty decent. So next turn, if he doesn't have a 2 or 3 drop, I could swing in Mardu Warshrieker, use that for Horde Chief, and have just a huge amount of stuff on board. And I do hit the land. This could be pretty big here. We'll see if he has something to burn this Chief out. Yeah, he does. But it did attack. It attacked, which means raid is online. Sure. Could Utter End a token. Probably not the best of plays. Sure, kill my Chief. Why not? Pretty okay with that. Abzan Guide is actually 1 land away from being online. So down comes Mardu Warshrieker, and then we're going to use that mana to Mardu Horde Chief, get a warrior, which is unfortunately a 1/1, not a 2/1, but oh well. I have got a board presence, and he has a couple of 1/1s. What's this? High Spire Mantis. Well, that's being utter-ended. Boy, is it ever. Utter End. Then we're going to swing in with those guys. 3/3 and a 2/3. Take him to 13. Dead Drop is not that good against a token strategy. Lots of 1/1s for him to just throw away. That Abzan Guide would be pretty nice. Not sure if we're going to morph it or just play it. We might just play it. I'm going to swing in with both of these guys. I'm not too afraid of that morph creature. It could be Ruthless Ripper, which would just trade with one of my guys that aren't terribly valuable anymore. He's tapped 2 mana. He's going to Feat of Resistance it and give it Pro Red, I imagine. Pro Red? Yeah, Pro Red. So he's going to blow up my Warshrieker. That's unfortunate. Down he goes. Oop! I hit OK too quickly. I thought it was going to pause on the end combat step, but it did not. So that's unfortunate. We could have had an Abzan guide this turn. Oh well. He's going to swing in with a warrior. 2 warriors. I will take that damage. Sure, why not? Passes the turn. He has 2 cards in hand. Get an Einok Bondkin out of it. So I could Einok Bondkin and morph the Abzan guide, which I think I'll do here. And then I will not be attacking in with my 2-3 because it could easily be killed by that 3-3. And I'm going to bet we see a Ponyback Brigade flip up here. Oh, no, maybe not. All right, sure. I'd really like to get those warriors away. Dead Drop is a card or a land away from being online, but he would just easily sack those 2 warriors. I'd rather get rid of that morph creature and maybe something else. So I think next turn, depending on what we draw, we attack in with the Abzan guide morphed, and then on morph and say, surprise, it's a 4-4. Whatever his morph creature is could blow it out, but we'll attack in with the rest of the team as well if he doesn't play much here. Get in some damage at least, gain 4 life back, and turn on Dead Drop, really. I wouldn't mind getting Arc Lightning, blow up that morph creature. Although I think if he had mana up, I would just kill the warriors and leave the morph creature alone, because he could unmorph it and it could just live through the Arc Lightning. 4 mana, 5 mana, no white though, so not Ponyback Brigade. Arrow Storm, down goes my Abzan guide. No, I needed that for living. Sigh. Alright, what's happening here? Nothing. Sure, fine. So we hit a land. So that's Dead Drop online. I think I maybe just outlast my Bondkin here and say go. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So yeah, we outlast the Bondkin, pass the turn. I'd really like to see less creatures on his side of the battlefield. Dead Drop is such a dead card at the moment. Oh, his 3-3 has Death Touch. He was going to attack. But then he realized maybe I could double block it and kill it. It'd be a 2-for-1, but... he's going for it. He has 1 card in hand. I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to double block. You going to give it first strike or protection or something? Nope, it's just going to die. What is it? You chose not to on-morph during Instigator. Makes sense. It's not a great card. Jungle Hollow. I'm not going to play that. I'm just going to keep it back. So I could attack here. Which I think I might. He could triple block and it would die. No, we're just going to take him to 8. Let's pass the turn. I don't want a Dead Drop yet. He would still just sack the 2 warriors. He's going to outlast his Nightblade. Makes sense. Doing that pretty early. Maybe that means that whatever he drew was a snap play. He's going to get in with a warrior for 1. Leave a warrior back to block. Sure thing. Ooh, a timely horde mate. I can bring back Chief of the Edge? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's swing in with Bondkin here. Chump block? He chump blocks. So I'm going to timely horde mate here. Bringing back Chief of the Edge. And we're in decent shape. I can dead drop next turn, leaving him with only, hopefully, a blocker. He could drop like a Ponyback Brigade or something right now. I imagine he's going to leave up that Nightblade as opposed to outlasting it again. So if I do dead drop, it's going to be the warrior. Ooh, it's going to be both of his creatures. That's exciting. So let's just dead drop him right here and now. Get rid of those. None of those matter anymore. I need to be careful about not throwing away my 2-drop creatures. So yeah, we're going to go like that and dead drop him. And we have lethal. Yep, we just win that one. All right, awesome. So that was a good match. Dead drop came in handy there right at the end. Not too much else to say about that, really. I don't think he hit his removal quite as quickly as he kind of needed to. I think we held off well. Abzan Guide would have been good, especially if I didn't misplay it by missing literally missing playing at the 1 turn. But yeah, we still pulled that out, so I guess we're going into game 3, and I don't know if I really have anything I want to do. I don't think anything is not working. Yeah, I don't think there's much I want to change, really. Shatter, Active Treason, Hordling Outburst. No, I think we just want to jump back in. I didn't see anything for Abzan Charm, really. Yeah, so we'll just jump back in with the deck we have. And we will see how Game 3 goes. We are a game away from being 4-0. We're also up on time by a bit. This is unfortunately is the worst hand we've seen this entire tournament. 1 mountain, that's not being kept. 2 lands, tap lands. No green. 4-drop, 4-drop, morph. Ugh, we'll keep it. I think we might have an inauspicious end to our tournament here, depending on our first couple of top decks. Nomad Outpost, sure. I can do that too. Nomad Outpost. I'm not even sure what I'm hoping here for, really. Turn 3 morph, the Ripper. And then I can attack and Mardu Warshrieker into currently nothing. Blech. I can play a tap lifeland too. Do you have a 2-drop? Because I don't have a 2-drop. You do have a 2-drop or a 3-drop. Down comes a morph creature. I can do that too. Utter End. That's helpful. So we are going to morph the Ripper. I can reveal Siege Rhino or Utter End to on-morph that. I would probably be willing to just trade with his morph here. Just because I am on the back foot for sure. So we're just going to offer the trade. I imagine this is a Ponyback Brigade. Oh, he's going to Feat of Resistance it. What color is he going to choose? I don't know if he's seen the Ripper yet. Pro white. Well, that's unfortunate, because this is a black card. So that gets rid of his morph card. He loses 2 life. It gets rid of that Feat of Resistance. What was his morph card? Was it the Jeering Instigator? It was. So that was an okay trade, for sure. We hit an Arc Lightning. Huh. So which of these has less value to me? War Shrieker or Horde Mate? I guess I can do War Shrieker with no value. Attack next turn, reveal Horde Mate, return Ripper. If I did Horde Mate here, next turn I could attack with it. War Shrieker into probably not much. So, whoops, I don't want to cast that. I want to cast War Shrieker. There we go. So War Shrieker for no value. I have my Arc Lightning, which is pretty useful. If he plays anything kind of weakling-ish, I can zap them away. He plays nothing, so that suggests to me strongly that he's holding back some sort of spell to deal with this War Shrieker, I would imagine. We're going to attack in. Maybe he's not going to allow us to attack in. Oh, no, there we go. We're going to attack in, so Raid is online. So we can timely Horde Mate and get the Ripper. Deal 4 damage? Sure. Perfectly okay with you getting rid of that Mardu Charm. We are going to drop the Horde Mate, returning the Ripper. Whatever he plays, we can Lightning or utterly end it. He is down to 3 cards in his hand. He's down to 2 cards after this one, and he's spending a lot of mana on it. Ponyback Brigade. So we can zap the Brigade and a Goblin, or we can just zap all 3 Goblins. Interesting choice there. I think I would zap the Brigade and a Goblin. He would then have to double block to kill the Horde. If I zap all the Goblins, he's left with just the Brigade. Maybe it doesn't terribly matter. Ooh, we got our green mana, so Siege Rhino is going to be online next turn. That's really good. Yeah, we're going to do 2 to that and 1 to that. 1 to that. There we go. Yeah, I think that's the play. Boop, boop, and boop. Down goes the Brigade and the Goblin. I will swing in with the Horde Mate. He may just take 3 here. Maybe he'll double block. Yeah, he'll just trade. Just get rid of it. Totally okay with that. Because next turn I'm going to have a 4/5 trample. He's going to lose 3 life. I'm going to gain 3. He's down on cards for sure. An Einok Bondkin is not terribly frightening. So terribly not frightening that I might just swing in for 1 here. And then if he starts wasting mana on outlasting that Bondkin, I can just end it. So we're going to drop Siege Rhino. He's going to go to 15. I'm going to go to 25. I've got a 4/5 Trampler ready. He could have that Burn Away or whatever it is that does 6 damage. That would be unfortunate. Of course he has it. Of course he has it. Well, it did its 3 damage. It did what I wanted it to do most. I take 2. Sure. Bloodsoaked Champion. That's good. I don't have 2 black, I just realized, to cast the Bondkin, so I do need to morph it. So we're going to get in for 1 here. Take him to 14. We're going to cast a Bloodsoaked Champion. And then we're going to morph a Krumar Bondkin. Next turn, If he attacks and leaves up a blocker, we could just kill it with Utter End. I think at this point in the game I need to save that Utter End for a truly threatening threat. Which I don't think is going to be a 1 mana spell, as he currently has tapped. Oh, untapped. I'd be super happy if he outlasted that Bondkin. I can on-morph that, my Bondkin, my Krumar Bondkin. He would be a 5/3? 5/3 is it? Yeah, he would be a 5/3, and I would have a mana left. Well, he's down to 5 minutes. He's down to the yellow time. Merrick Nightblade. Alright. Trying to get tricky with your outlasts, eh? Well, I guess I play. And then I attack in with the Ripper and the Bondkin. No blocks. So I could just take him down to 7 here. That's what we're going to do. On-morph him. Or sorry, not take him down to 7, take him down to 8. So he really can't afford to outlast now with how much life he has left. But if he even dares to outlast, I would be really happy. I could just Utter End whatever is left up. Maybe I should have attacked with that Bloodsoaked Champion. I know I talked about that in the last game. I don't think he would have felt that I had anything terribly frightening and would have just blocked with the Nightblade. Having it on tapped, I mean, it's worthless either way. At least having it on tapped, I can attack in at a later point and maybe get through. Whereas if it died, I would have to use the raid ability to get it back on. So he's going to Arrow Storm my Bondkin. Pretty okay with that. Remember, I have my own Arrow Storm, which he's getting pretty close. So he is going to go for the Outlast here. So, I mean, the big question here now is, do I blow up the blocker that he currently has, or do I blow up that creature that he just invested some Outlast into? Chief of the Edge. Is he a warrior? He is a warrior. Oh, that's pretty good. I think we blow up the Merrick Nightblade. And then we cast a Chief of the Edge. And we get in for 4, taking him to 4. He goes down to 4. I'm at 23. He has a blocker up, but I still am presenting lethal if he cannot kill a creature or get another blocker down. High Spire Mantis. That's a blocker. Ooh, does he get 2 blockers down? He gets 2 blockers down. Bellowing Saddle Brute. Alright. Attack in and it dies. Attack in and it dies. I think I just attack with everything here. We're both at basically no cards, so the Chief of the Edge is going to die. That's going to live. Those are going to trade. And actually, I can just recast this, can I not? Yeah, I can just return him right to the battlefield. Well, that is pretty good, because we're going to have 2 creatures up. So we're going to go Bellowing Saddlebrute. And we're going to go Blood-Soaked Champion. Let's see. He will not attack in. He can kill my Bondkin, and he can chump block the Saddlebrute if he does not get a blocker this turn, or a kill spell. In which case I could then just return the Blood-Soaked Champion again. And we would slowly be whittling him down. We're basically in the driver's seat right now, depending on what he pulls out here. Mardu Banner is not going to do it. It's going to let him draw a card, though, so that's something. If we hit a dead drop or anything, I think we just win. Bloodfell Caves is not a dead drop or a, whatchamacallit. He could arguably double block the Saddlebrute, but I would kill his Bondkin for sure. He can, this is Mardu mana to draw a card. So he can't draw anything. So I just kill the Bondkin, I think. Get rid of that first striker. Yeah, that's what I do for sure. Take him to 2. Keep the Bloodfell Caves up. Make him think I have something. I guess we are at a bit of an impasse now because the Blood-Soaked Champion can't get through. But we're playing to our outs. We're playing to Arrow Dead Drop. What other possibilities do we have? Not too much, really. Planes. All right. I'm going to attack in. Make him worry. He has to block, obviously, or he loses. So I am then going to recast my Blood-Soaked Champion and pass the turn. I guess at this point, we're trying to run the clock out on him, basically. If he can ever kill that Blood-Soaked Champion, though, then I'm in trouble. Kill it on his turn. He can attack in for a free 3 here, but it would be risky, and he does not do that. We'll play a Jungle Hollow, sure. And we'll swing in. And he'll block. And I'll recast it. Alright, we're down to 20 cards, and we have 2 very solid outs, so that's a 50% chance. No, 50% chance? No, that's not a 50% chance. That's not math at all. We have a 10% chance of drawing what we rather need. He's going to get in for 3 here. The clock is going to start. A Disowned Ancestor. That could be what wins him the game. That could be it. Frig, another Plains. That is bad news. We're not going to attack with this Blood-Soaked Champion because he could just bounce it off of his ancestor. Oh, we might lose here. I can't block. Or actually, yeah, of course I can't block. My Blood-Soaked Champion does not have that ability. So he's going to get in for 6. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Mardu Skull Hunter, I have to discard a card. Sure. Goodbye, Plains. I'm in trouble. Bloodfell Caves, I guess. We got to take up arms. It's not going to do much. Actually, it might. Actually, it might. If he gets greedy here, I'm going to have 4 attackers next turn. He's getting greedy. He's getting greedy. Uh-oh, we might have it. We might have it here. If I can tap these lands. There we go. We might have it. Oh, and a dead drop too. All right, in we go. And we have it. All right. That was a close game, really close game, really good game, as all of the matches have been this sealed event. So we tournament. That means that we walk away with 11 packs of Cons of Tarkir. That's going to fuel several drafts for the channel. We walk away with 3 qualifier points for the season and about $30 worth of rares here. So extremely good sealed event overall. Hope you enjoyed watching it. If you enjoyed, definitely subscribe to the Mana Leek. Like the video. You can follow me on Twitter at the Mana Leek. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/the Mana Leek. As always, if you have any comments or suggestions, let me know for sure, and I will see you guys next time.